We're live. All right, Mike.
All right, welcome to the Moonshots Podcast, a very special preview show. And where are we, Chad?
Bucharest, Romania.
Woohoo! And you can't see it right here, but in front of us is like a stunning opera house. I mean, maybe we should go to the opera after this.
Yeah, we still got time.
Yeah, and they got all these cool lights up on the opera house. It's like psychedelic.
Yeah, this is my first trip to Eastern Europe, and
Wow.
I'm kind of blown away by. It just feels very different here. You know, I've been to other parts of the world, and I'm excited to be here.
Yeah, it's a wonderful city. It's they call it the PACT East.
I didn't know that,
Yeah.
but I can see how.
And it's a cool intersection point. So geographically, Bucharest, the capital of Romania, it's sort of an intersection point between the Middle East, Europe. It's a real hotbed. It's sort of the last point before you make that connection with Turkey. And it's a really cool town. It's cool thing is, as a city, particularly Bucharest, has like one of the world's fastest internet networks.
Huh.
So basically what happens is they didn't really lay the infrastructure for ADSL and coax. So they just skipped and went to like fiber like years ago. So everywhere you go in Bucharest is like, you're getting download speeds like that you'd pay hundreds of dollars in the US for, and you're like lightning here. It's amazing.
Yeah. Well, and just from what I know tangentially, there's just a huge technology, engineering, just core of schools and just talent here.
Right.
Which is
absolutely
kind of why you're here with QUALITANCE. And,
yeah.
But it gives us a really neat opportunity, too, to talk to four really cool innovators, entrepreneurs here in Romania. So why don't we talk a little bit about what we're going to be speaking to them about and who our guests are.
Sure. So we've got 4 guests on the show, very much like we did in Amsterdam, which was great. And we're going to have to get all the guys at Finn to tune into the show tomorrow. So big shout out to the Amsterdam crew.
How do you say hello, Amsterdam, in Dutch?
Goedemiddag, Amsterdam.
Goedemiddag, Amsterdam.
Yeah, there you go. That was good. Wait till he does the Romanian names. You haven't seen anything yet. Okay. So we got 4 guests. I think this is really action-packed. We've got all sorts of different types. So we've got folks that have traveled aboard, worked for non-governmental, not-for-profits, for-profits, and everything else in between.
Yeah, started and grown their own companies.
Yeah. So let's do a little bit of a deep dive onto some of our guests.
Okay.
Let's start with Magda Ropotan. So Magda is a fantastic lady. She's traveled all around the world. She's worked for some really big companies. She's very influential here in Bucharest around design thinking. What are you thinking, Chad? What do you want to know from someone who's worked in Turkey, Serbia, Bulgaria, Egypt, Russia? I mean, you name it, she's been there.
I'm interested in Amsterdam. I loved the non-American perspective.
Right.
So I just want to learn more about people that are innovating outside of the United States.
Right.
I think I have a very New York, San Francisco, Silicon Valley biased thinking. So I just want to see what's been happening in places, like you said, like Egypt and Serbia and even here in Romania.
Right. And I wonder what the common themes are and like how people do really cool new products and services. But I'm also like wondering like, okay, how are they different? Like, how do you have to approach it in different ways? I mean,
in different cultures.
Right. And what does collaboration look like in Egypt versus Russia? Mm-hmm. Right?
Yeah. Or do they do rapid prototyping in those places? Do they even? Yeah, I'm very curious.
Totally. Okay, so that's first guess. Who else have we got coming on in?
So we've also got Elena Cârstoiu.
Oh, now how is that?
I hope I did your name justice, Elena. She's another kind of powerhouse founder here in Romania. Has founded 2 companies. in the voice over IP space.
Yeah, messaging. Yeah,
and messaging. It's kind of like the Romanian version of Yammer in a way.
Or even Slack almost.
Yeah. But predated.
Yes, yeah. I mean these like and to think that she's already done 2 companies in 16 years. Imagine what we could learn from her.
Yeah, I think I'm so glad to see the diversity of experiences from the panelists that we're going to be talking to. So I think from her, it's really just kind of how do you know when one journey of a company is over and then when it's time to kind of start your next thing?
Yeah. And to think like if one wasn't enough, you go on and do another one. Like I'd be exhausted after all of that. Like it seems like a lot of work. And what a fascinating space. Like for me, messaging and building applications in that space. It sounds exciting, super scale, but I just imagine the challenge to go into a space where you run into immediately WhatsApp.
Lots of competition.
I mean, a lot of big guys. That's really interesting. The other thing about Elena that I really like is she's got a real people operational focus as a founder. And we both know, we found on the show, how much is it about building a cohort, having a great team. I think the Richard Branson show, we really got into the theme of what you can do to empower people to be a great leader. And I'm really interested to see what we can talk to.
And maybe like a bit of a Sheryl Sandberg type.
Yeah, total vibe there. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, good analogy. There you go, Elena. Sheryl Sandberg. Okay, so we've got Magda and Elena, very expansive resumes. They've done some amazing things. So I think we're gonna have some fun talking to them. The other entrepreneur, and I mean, just think about this. 10 years ago, Ioan Iacob started QUALITANCE as one guy. I think technically, when we say office, I think we actually mean a lounge room or a bedroom. I don't know exactly with the mythology, the founding story of QUALITANCE, but it started as one person in a bathroom, apartment, bedroom, who knows where it really did start 10 years ago. But now it's over 200 people, clients all around the world. Can you imagine that journey that you go through over 10 years?